Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Guy Dawson Show at the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM.com. My name is Guy Dawson, and I am the managing member of Classic Communications, a full-service media and marketing company. And if you would like to bring greater recognition to your business, your organization, or yourself personally, please get in contact with us at 702-845-6129 or visit our website, classiccommunications.net. We are broadcasting to you live from the Gene Woods Racing Experience in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Just a stone throw.
Woo! Yeah, I had help today. Yes.
More another hijacker.
Successful hijacking.
I haven't owned my intro since I started the show. I've had various hostesses who've just hijacked it, and now I have guests that are doing it too.
Yes.
Somebody's got to.
Yes, exactly.
The queen of all media, Corintha Turvalon, is back.
Hello, everyone. I am back, the co-hostess with the mostest.
Co-hostess with the mostest?
Yes.
Good week?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Always. Always busy, always productive. That's always good. Yeah.
We have a very visual show that we're going to bring to you today. We have the owners of Aberlay West that are here. We have Rachel West and we have Anna Aberley, and they are graphic design.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Welcome to the Guy Dawson Show.
Thank you.
Graphic designers they're like gold when you're a marketer, because you have to have the right look for things to sell.
Yes, you do.
How'd you get into graphic design?
Well, for me, it started with art. You draw first as a child, and then you see if that evolves, and you start getting into color and trying to match things that go together, know things that don't go together, and then from there you're just like, oh, what else can I do? Oh, what can I learn? Oh, to enhance yourself in any way, whether it comes to simple as drawing to even as simple as putting a website together, like what goes together. It's just amazing.
So you've been drawing since you were probably young?
Forever. I couldn't tell you when I started. Probably crayons came into it.
Yeah, you were one of those inside the line crayon.
Oh, definitely. And the
Definitely,
shading.
you would not be one outside the line, because I was outside the
There
line.
was no outside the lines just yet.
How about you, Rachel? How long have you been in graphic design?
For me, it kind of came later on. I'm not really an artist. I have the visuals for it, but I can't draw. So it's nice to be a graphic designer behind the computer, because the computer kind of helps with the drawing part of it, but I come up with the idea.
So you visualize the concept of how you want something to look, and then you let the computer do the work for you.
Well, I do the work, but I can put it together through designing through the computer rather than hand drawing it.
A computer program.
Yeah.
For me, I'm totally different. That's why me and her, we match. It's because I have to put it on paper first. It has to be 10,000 sketches of it before I'm like, okay, this is the one. And then I digitally scan it in, and that's when I feel like the magic happens. Is pen and paper, it's one thing, but then when you see it digitally, it's a totally different feel and vibe of it. So
One thing that I'm really interested about is some work you recently did for Guy Dawson, and I think that a lot of folks should know about what you do, is it's not just about coming up with new logos as so much as sometimes redesigning or repackaging, reframing what something looks like. Can you talk a little bit about that?
yeah, so what happens is a lot of business owners, they already have a logo, but when they try to do websites, or they try to make an app for it, or they as simple as thing as putting it on the business card, sometimes your designer may actually change your logo, or whoever is designing a website, a template, anything for you, they tend to change it. You have to know that is your logo, and you keep it consistent. You, as soon as you change the smallest thing, your entire look of your entire logo just changed its meaning. So you have to kind of be careful, and the good designers know when to don't touch the logo, just leave it the way it is.
And also having the correct file is really important too, because if your designer only gives you, let's say, a JPEG or a PDF, that might not look good on your website. So you need to know you need to have all the files for your logo. And when we design a logo from scratch, we give you all the files, so it's totally yours, and you can put it on a t-shirt or do whatever you want with it.
Something that I see a lot with, especially startups type businesses, is there's that lack of conformity in branding. And so you've got the logo looks a certain way, then their letterhead looks a different way. Do you find that's a difference between businesses that you see that are well established and worldwide, is they've really figured out the branding, colors, all the details. I think a business should start out with that type of a mindset, that they want to present themselves in that way.
But it's hard because when you first start out, you're budgeting. And as a graphic designer, you have to pay me for my work. You have to pay me to be able to put it all together for you, to give you all the files that you actually need, as well as what is allowed and what isn't allowed with your logo. Have like basically a layout of your entire look. So if you give all the work to another designer, they are like, okay, this is the criteria, I can't change it, because it's already set for me. It's like almost guidelines for the other designers not to touch it. And that's how the bigger companies succeed. It's because they have guidelines. And a lot of the smaller companies, they don't want to see ahead. They want to, right now, they just need a logo. Whether it's free or their cousin did it.
Right, you see,
they need a logo.
My job is to make sure that you think down the line, because I'm the marketing guy, and when I'm already thinking, what is your business going to look like 5 years from now?
Yep.
That's the way that I approach when I'm working with a new business, is I'm trying to get you to think in that direction. What a lot of businesses do is they don't have anyone to give them direction at the beginning, and so I did it too. Even a marketing person, it took me time to figure it out, even as a marketing person.
Yes.
And it must be really interesting and fun when a person comes to you and they've never had a logo or branding before, and it's like you're having a baby.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I never had a baby.
But sometimes it's not always perfect. They come to you and they're like, they really don't know what they want, and then you design something for them and they're like, oh, that's nice, but can we add this? And then every time you show it to them, they're adding or changing, because they're kind of designing it as they see you design it. So it's not like, here, this is what we think would fit for your business and for you. They're like, they don't see it that. They're like, oh, maybe we can add a rhino, or maybe we can add, this color, and they just want to,
rhino?
Yeah, they just go all over the place with, ideas. And
we just had that happen to us. That's why.
Can I ask, what were they going to do with the rhino? How did the rhino figure?
No, it started out with, hey, can you vectorize this? They just had an image of something. So, and to put it, so basically vectorize means that you can make it larger or smaller so it doesn't lose its shape. So we're like, okay, we did that. Hey, can you add the Vegas sign? Okay, random, add a Vegas sign. And then, hey, can you add a rhino? I went to that. I was like, what? So we finally put a stop to it, and we're like, okay, we need to get together with you and talk to you face to face, because I cannot design on the fly, because I have no idea who I'm designing for. That's why Rachel and I are a little bit different as graphic designers. We actually, if we do work for a larger company, we want to talk to the owner. We don't want to talk to the 12 apostles he has, because there's 12 different opinions. For us to make sure that the logo is as perfect and sharp as it is, we need to talk to the owner. So we know what kind of feel that he wants in the logo, what kind of colors he's thinking of. You can't get that from 12 different people, because they have 12 different colors they like. Not everybody's the same. So that's why I think we are a little bit different, is because we want to make sure that the person we're speaking to or getting to know is conveyed in their logo.
Can you talk to us a little bit about who your clients are in terms of, do you have national and international clients? Do you work with small and big business? What is your clientele kind of?
Well, right now we are actually helping quite a bit of charities. So we actually work with Nevada Succeeds. We made a diagram for them because they wanted to convey how to explain it to their investors on what it is that they're investing their money in. And everybody looks at things a lot differently, so they wanted an image. So that's what we did for them. We also right now are working for
The
Boys and Girls Club. We're designing a poster for them for their new event, Boys and Girls. So they have 2 different events for the boys and the girls. So they have two different flyers. So we're working on that right now. And then a lot of our customers are actually family members. They're like, "Hey, you do that design thing, right?" And I'm like, "Sure." That thing? Yeah, of course. And then they're like, "Oh, wow, you guys are really, really good." And we have customers in California. We have Arizona. So it depends on what exactly the customer needs from us, and then both of us get together with that customer and make sure that all their needs are met and all their colors are consistent.
We've been working with some small businesses, as well as a lot of realtors. So they're kind of our target audience right now.
Yeah, I was really impressed with how quickly Anna was able to take my logo, which I have had for about 6 years probably, and completely transform it. And all these graphic design people that I've been working with all these years, no one has come up with the thought. I had a background behind my logo that's been there forever, and it was really the web design guy who's working on the new website for Classic Communications says, "Can we get rid of it so that it doesn't show on the website?" And I turned it over to Anna. She did her magic, and poof! No more white background.
That's it? Okay. Here.
Yeah. So all you graphic design people out there who haven't done anything with my logo,
we are sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
And both of you are relatively new in business.
Yes, we are.
What kind of experience has it been?
Amazing, actually. It's a lot of ups and downs. Honestly, as a small business, we are learning a lot, and different needs for different people. And there's things, because I've worked for printing companies, and it's hard to get that relationship building with printing, because it's more like, just do it in 1 hour. Well, I will give you 1 hour work, where if I take the time to spend the time on the look of the whole thing, you'll get that looks like it took 20 hours, and it'll be able to, and it looks amazing, and the message is conveyed nice and quick without me having I have a time crunch. I have 1 hour to do this. Yeah, and you can't work like that.
Definitely.
That's where I think a lot of people think that designers, oh, you can do this in 5 seconds. No, we cannot. we have to actually sit down and think about the whole concept.
It's like,
So-
I could do it in 5 seconds, but this
You're
is what
gonna
you're
get
going to
5
get.
second work.
Yeah. Writing is the same way. I get these clients with writing projects, and they give me these things, and they want me to create sales letters and creative concepts, and then they're like, "I need it yesterday." And the creative process doesn't work like that. I mean, I don't take forever, but sometimes it takes time. You have to think. You have to be in the right kind of sphere too,
Yeah,
right? When you're
do.
being creative.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Do you have times of the day that work best for you in doing graphic design? When you feel more creative?
I think I'm more creative on the weekend, because Monday through Friday I work. So I think weekends, whatever clients, whatever projects we have going on, even though I did it during the week, I go back to it on the weekend, because I'm like, oh, okay, I got fresh air, I was relaxed, so it's better for me to design. I don't know if it's different for you.
I don't really necessarily have a certain time that is better or different.
Not in the morning when you first wake up, or
Not
late
really,
at night. I know some
no.
people are really creative in the middle of the night is when they are the
well,
most
I have
creative.
a 10-month-old, so I just kind of do it whenever time allows.
She's on her
Yeah,
schedule.
you just try to get it done, in between all the other activities. Both of you have a specialty. I know you were telling me, Anna, that you're really good with logos,
I am.
and that Rachel is very sharp with flyers and
Oh
those,
my God,
those
she's
types of
amazing.
things.
Yeah, we actually we work with Felicia, Women Empowering Women, and she empowers women that sell Etsy, Avon, that's because it's considered a small business, and she puts on events. And Rachel designed an amazing purple flyer that we designed for them, and I was like, wow, look at you go. So she did a really good job. Like, and our work is totally different. Like, I like everything very neat. Everything has to have a place. So Rachel's like, oh, let's add this.
It's so funny. Usually when we design something for somebody, we both design 2 or 3 designs, and then we give them to them. So they're getting her style and my style, and then they pick the one that they like the best.
Yep. So we kind of figure out whose client it is more. Okay, they like Rachel. Go, go, go. Run with it. So I don't know. So that I know they don't like my style. So it's like a little bit different. So we kind of have clients both ends. So it's fun.
I feel like that's honestly a really good approach, though, in terms of teamwork. And it really says a lot about kind of, you know, your humility in working with each other and not putting your egos out there and taking things personally. You can't when you're in that kind of business or any business really in general. If you, the minute you put your ego out there and say, you know, no, you have to go through me, it's my way or the highway, who wants to work with you?
Yeah.
You know, so I love the fact that you support each other in that way, and you recognize the strengths in each other and work with the strengths in each other in that way.
Oh yeah. We're totally opposite.
We pair so well together.
It works.
That's great in business a lot of times
really
because
well.
you need a left brain, right brain to run a business. Some people have it in themselves, but most people don't. Usually we're more dominant left or right. You need that other thought process, though, I think, to be most effective in being able to deal with the different types of clients, especially with what you do, because it's just visual and people's perceptions of the way that things should look are way out there sometimes, right?
Yes, they are.
Do you have any cases other than, I know you talked about the rhino, the Las Vegas sign.
That was fun.
Do you have any other projects that you could talk about that were kind of out of left field and you're thinking to yourself, what the heck does this client want? Why do they want this kind of thing?
I think the salsa label, that one was fun. Yeah, this gentleman, he actually wanted us to create a salsa label.
Ooh.
And he was like, ooh, I was thinking like country salsa label or Vegas. So it was like totally different.
Yeah.
So I designed the country one and she designed the Vegas one. Because we couldn't, I was like, I guess you'll take one and I'll take the other.
Yeah.
And he actually went with the country one.
Really?
Yeah, and he really liked it. And I think he sold more because of the labels than the taste of the salsa.
Did he?
It wasn't my favorite, but
But that's the bottom line, right? What sells the most is what works the best.
Yeah.
yep,
Absolutely.
definitely. But that one project was fun.
I feel like it's such a powerful tool for what you do, ladies, that you really give business people such a powerful tool and resource that they can rely upon to really market themselves much more effectively. And so I'm happy that you allowed him to sell his okay salsa.
The label was awesome. The salsa was okay.
The salsa wasn't all that good, huh?
He's hiring us to design the label, not taste test the salsa.
Do you get a lot of freebies in this business?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I didn't want the salsa. I got it. But it's so funny because when it comes to a logo, a lot of like even printing companies, they're like, hey, can you design me a logo? They are a made company. And we're like, oh, okay. Where me, I'm like, okay, well, whether it's made or whether it's any other company, okay, I need to hear the music if it's a band because I need to know what to design it for, as well as I need to taste the salsa. It may not be good, but I still need to taste it. So it's like it's very important to be able to get all that feel for it. But
Well, we appreciate you stopping by for the show today, ladies, one more time. And there should have been some graphic design up there, huh? Some things that you did that were displayed on the screen. And will you plug your business, let people know how they can get in contact with you for business branding or graphic design?
Yeah, you can reach us at our phone number at 702-920-6215. You can also reach us through email at info@aberleywest.com. And you can also check out our website. It's www.aberleywest.com.
And a lot of our work is featured on our website. So.
All right, go visit that website and get in contact with these ladies if you want to bring out all that you can bring out in your business. Graphic design is so important in branding. Well, we're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to do a short social commentary. And Miss Corintha and I are going to talk about an interesting subject. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes.